Hey y'all, so I wanted to come and show you guys what I'm doing with my hair. So I got tired of my 4 big chunky plaits and I really didn't want to wear a wig anymore. So I decided to put some twists in my hair. First, I started doing finger coils because I did want finger coils, but I didn't like the way they were turning out. And I think it was because they were kind of chunky and so they weren't staying together, but I did not take them out of my hair, so we'll see how they do. So this pretty much this whole back section is finger coils. Here's a good one, and I have one plait section left to do, so I'm going to help show you guys what I'm doing so maybe you can achieve the style. And what you see me do in the front is the same exact thing I did to the finger coil. The only difference is it's a finger coil instead of a 2-strand twist. So this pretty much this back section here is finger coils. As you can see, like, it looks just like a regular finger coil. My roots are really loose there. And these have already been in a week because I started on this section and then I stopped, and I'm just now starting back on my hair. And then there's a few finger coils over here because I did start on this section in the back, continuing with the finger coils. So you see how that one, like, the root is not really coiled anymore. But there's a few over here. Like that one is really pretty. And the root is still not super coiled. It's just toward the end that's coiled. So yeah, finger coils are totally possible using Chebe too, but like I said, I got tired of doing them because they take a long time, so I opted for 2-strand twists, and this is what they look like so far. And yes, I'm using Chebe. You can probably see this stuff falling off. And I finger part, so just know that it's not perfect. I don't even really look in the mirror most of the time. I just go by feel. And that's not hair. It's just powder. So I'll show you guys just so you don't panic. But so a couple ways you can do this is, like, if you have a section like that looks like a twist or something, you can do a few things. You can go to the root and then just kind of work it down like so. And as you like undo the section to separate it, all of the powder will start to fall out, okay? And then your strands will be separated, okay? Or you can, let me find another one. That one's kind of already done. This one. So as you can see, is that a good one? Yeah. Like, it looks really thick right in there. So you can do what I did the first time, or just take your fingers like this, kind of like pinch that section, and don't do it hard or pull hard. Just gently, like, push it down, really, really gently, and then all of the powder will come out. Okay. So there's a few ways you can kind of get the excess powder off of your hair. Of course, if you use a comb, then it'll just fall out when you comb your hair. But since I try not to use the comb. That's how I get it out. I'll just either separate it, depending on how big the section is, or I just kind of pinch and work it down. And you shouldn't have like any, if you start to feel a little resistance, stop and then do the first way I showed you and separate it, because that means like you got a snag somewhere. But for the most part, I just slide them down and they'll come off really easy without any snags. And even though I'm doing this, like, you may think that it's removing all the Chebe from my hair. It's not. It's just removing like the big clumped up sections. And there's still tons of Chebe on my hair strands. But it makes it less so that I can do a style and not have to worry about like excess powder being in my hair. Because I don't know if you guys can see all of that. See, these are sections that I already kind of got it off and it still has powder on there. But if you don't want to get in my eye, try not to look into Chebe, okay? Because it will get in your eye. So all of those thick little sections, see the powder just slides off. Alright. So I'm gonna finish and I'll come back. Alright, so I got as much as I wanted out, and if I shake, more still drops to the ground. So I'm pretty good with what it looks like now. Like I said, I don't get it all the way empty. I just get it enough so that I can do the style that I want, which is the 2-strand twist right now. And then I'm just gonna spray. Alright, once I spray with water, of course, get the good lid. I'm using the, let it focus, the Nature Affinity hair butter with Chebe in it. The butter I've been using for a while now. I think it's been a year. But it melts pretty much into your hand. And then I apply it to the section. From as close as the root to I can get. And then just work it in. So it's not visible, as you can see. It melts really good, even though it has like a yellow hue. It melts really good once it's in your hair. And it keeps the moisture just as good as me when I apply it the traditional way. But you have to apply enough product for it to do its job. And don't forget your ends. Make sure they are really good and juicy. Alright, so I got it all the way down to the ends. And then I just fill out a little square. And most of the time when it's like this, when I have to work it all the way down, as you can see, it's not because my hair is tangled. It's because the powder that I was removing with my hand had those strands stuck together. So I just had to separate it. Uh-oh. Let's see. That section is too big. Let's try a smaller section. That one feels too small, but we'll go with it. And just separate it into 2 sections. And then And be careful not to grab the strands around it and hook it into that one. So make sure this area stays clear of any strands from your loose hair, because that happens to me a lot. So I have to be careful. Basically just twist it on down. And then for your ends, like I try not to twist all the way down. I'll just put my finger around it, loop it a couple times, and then get some gel. A good gel is to make you some flaxseed gel. To boil some flax seeds and put them on your ends. Okay? And then you're done. And then I'll just go to the next section. Once you get to the ends, do the same thing. Apply some gel just so those ends don't get tangled up really bad. And then you are done. So I'm going to finish this section up and then I'll come show you guys my end result. Alright, so I'm finally done. I'm so excited and happy to finally be done with my hair. Oh my gosh. So this side is still kind of moist, really moist, like wet pretty much from me just doing this side, so that's why it's still pretty long, but probably by tomorrow it'll be shrunken back up. So yeah, this is what it turned out like. Turn it around for you guys. Alright, they're probably all different sizes. I just, like I said, I did it by feel and touch, so pretty sure they're not all the same size. Like I said, these are a mix between 2-strand twists and finger coils, and we're gonna see how long they last, and I'll be able to style my hair a little bit more. So yeah, if you want to try this style, you definitely can do it with Chebe. So do it and share some pictures with me, and you can join the Facebook group full of ladies who use Chebe tons of different ways, encouraging, have tons of tips. So I'll leave that link in the description box below. I'll also leave a link to the butter, Chebe butter that I use for this style. If you have any questions, let me know. You can leave them in the comments or email me. I'll see you guys later.